Hey guys, this is Aventis and in today's video I am going to be showing you this very sketchbook here. So now let's roll the intro. So before we begin, I would like to say that this picture I have here on my sketchbook is actually from the Critical Role store. You can buy this as a print for a t-shirt. My photos plant just fell down. And yeah, I just really liked it. Stuck it on my sketchbook, but I did not draw it. I'm not using it as, I'm not selling this or anything. It's just a sketchbook I made, and I just thought that, it would make a really nice cover because I freaking adore Molly. But if you would like it as a t-shirt, then you can just go to the Critical Role store. I think I will link it somewhere in the description or something. And so, with that out of the way, yeah, I just want to say, as you can see, I stitched this sketchbook together. They are, the paper is not really an exceptional quality paper. It's A3 copy paper, nothing fancy in particular. Let's open this up. Yep, right here. And as you can see right on here, oh, I didn't write the date. I just finished it today. I forgot to write the date here, but these are a couple of stamps that I thought are pretty, and I just stuck them in here. And this is our first page, although I think the first drawing I did is like on the last page. I was just jumping around a lot in this sketchbook, which is not something I usually do. But yeah, this is Molly, and I use a little colored pencil to highlight him from the background. Now this page is nothing fancy. I just saw a couple of poses and tried to draw my character, although this one, let me switch it up here. Yeah, I hope you can see that, yeah, this is my character, and I took the party shopping for clothes, and they didn't really like it, but I forced them to do so. Haha. So yeah, as I said, these are for the Arduis Promptober on Instagram. I think I mentioned in one of my videos Lucius Dearel and Sarah Dearel, who are like part of this Draw LARP community, and they made a couple of prompts. And I guess you could just draw anything that fit the prompts, but I drew a lot of draw from the War of the Spider Queen books, like Gromf and Pharaon and Rield in the bazaar, just shopping, and Rield is not very excited. But whatever, and they really liked these drawings, and I was really excited to do them. So it was nice. Now these, you can see the making of this particular drawing in my sketchbook session video, which I just filmed not long ago. So I talk about it more in that video, but basically I just designed a tiefling, like a druidy tiefling character. And yeah, I guess this is his final design. I really like this drawing. Now, this, you could have seen this picture in my D&D character journal tour, because this is my character Hartalius, and this is like I drew his equipment, although I think in the final character journal I didn't put it in, because also his inventory like changes a lot, and I just wasn't really a big fan of like drawing all these or like scanning these and just cleaning them up and everything. These are like the plans for the character journal. More inventory. This is Hercegnő, or princess in English. She's Heart's familiar. I basically just looked up a couple of pictures of ravens, although I'm never really sure that if she is a raven or a crow, but anyway, more of my character. And this is the Archfey, who is Heart's patron, and this is Heart's well, roommate slash lover, and they are studying magic, but Heart is pretty bad at it. And also I was coming up with a like catchphrase for you know, Heart's family are like these fashion designers slash tailors, and I just wanted to come up with something, and I came up with Tonho Couture, Wear the Magic. Yeah, I'm not really happy about this drawing. I just wanted to draw like a couple of, well, my character as a model wearing dresses. But this one, I really like this one. It's Heart and Lorcan as like Howl and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. I put it somewhere on the video, but I scanned this drawing and digitally colored it and everything, and I really like how it came out. Also like Heart's inspiration was Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, so I guess that is why the hair, I guess, is a little similar. Yeah, more pose and dress and stuff and some random drawings. I was just envisioning how Heart and his lover, like, they look the same right now, because Heart died and was resurrected and whatever. And also I drew them kissing, although back in that time they wasn't kissing yet, they haven't even met. But this is I tried to design an Aasimar Bloodhunter character, and I just drew some random poses and faces and stuff. And also I think when I was drawing these, I just wasn't really in the mood. And this one kind of reminds me of that guy from the Monstrous comic. So later on I changed it, and he has this like short blonde hair, which I really prefer. Now some Essek fan art. There was someone on Twitter who drew Essek with antlers, and I drew that too. And now this is Aisling, Ginny D's D&D character, and I drew her meeting with my character because I guess that's interesting. And I'm waiting for the noise to stop. Anyway, this is my cyberpunk character. We played like a one-shot cyberpunk TTRPG. Sorry. And yeah, he's a medtech named Cole. He's not actually a doctor, but he knows shit about medicine, and he has it's cyber arm, I think, what they are called in game. And also I never really draw guns, so I drew his sniper up there. This is my Drow Bard character, and some more of my character Heart and Lorcan. Oh, I should oh no, I should no, wait, oh look, I censored it. Yeah, still my draw character and his lover. I guess we should just turn the page, because this video is gonna get age restricted. Well, I don't know if this butt is gonna get age restricted, but yeah, some more of my drawbar character here in this center drawing. Like, that's my favorite in this whole spread. He's trying on his sister's clothes and he says like, damn, look at those curves. And yeah, I love how this drawing came out. Like, he really has some curves. So oh, how there says the button, turn the page. And he's just making music on a giant mushroom. Now this, it's a long story. There was this comic competition to draw a comic of this stuff, and so I tried to draw character and his lover, but I don't think I sent it in the end. Whatever. Now this more poses and pretty clothes, and this is one of our party. Yeah, I started drawing them in like this piece of paper, but the last character didn't really fit in there. And on this page I think eventually I want to turn these into like stickers or something, although like stickers are so pricey to print. But anyway, these characters are from Critical Role, like Esek, Molly, Yusa, and Vaxeldan from season 1. Because I wanted to draw at least someone from season 1, although I preferred season 2 a lot more. Now I hope this picks up on camera. But anyway, Heart, both of these are Heart, and his father and his sister and his sister's lover, who was Heart's ex-boyfriend for a time. It's complicated. I was just drawing some poses. I wasn't really feeling it back then, and now this page looks a little messy. But yeah, I think I left this page blank, and then later on during Mermaid, I just drew my merman character. Now this one, finally, after so much graphite and pencil and everything, I tried a new media here. This is Rakan from League of Legends, and the way I drew this, as you can see, I swatched the colors up here. I have like this set of, I think these are water-based markers. Try to, come up with new colors and just mix and blend them by coloring some areas first with the colored pencil and then applying the marker, because they are water-based, they pick up a little pigment from the pencil as well. So yeah, that's how I did this. I really like it. I like Rakan. And then here are just straight up colored pencil. The thing is that these took so much time to make, because you have to color it, of course, but yeah, this took just so much time to make. Yeah, this is the same druidic tiefling character. Yeah, the other thing is that I really like how these came out. Oh yeah, now these are a couple of drawings from, but I have this comic idea and I made a couple of design sketches and some thumbnails for the story and everything. But the thing is, it's about an orc and a merman. That's the base premise, and I drew them a couple of times here. I actually kind of started drawing it, but it's gonna be kind of long, and so I'm a little hesitant about, like, you know, making a lot of effort for it, because there are also like 2 smaller comics that I haven't finished, so I don't want to, you know, jump into this big project. It's like still the same characters. I love these like shells on his backs, or what you call them. Yeah, and this is the mer dude has a sister. I don't know, I think this one came out kind of funny. Yeah, some more of them. Like the orc is teaching him how to make arrows and stuff, and yeah, there is a part in the story, I don't know if I will change it or not, but there's like this kind of magic to turn the merman to have legs, you know, Ariel and everything, and it's very weird for him, of course. Now, oh, I remember this one. I think this is my favorite spread in this whole sketchbook. So the basic idea here is that I wanted to design another tiefling character. I think he's like a roguish tiefling, and I just looked up like random aesthetic, and like I think the first thing that turned up on Pinterest, and it was like this kind of sort of Russian-y, like I don't know how old it is on, or when this was in fashion. It reminds me of the, oh, I don't know the name of the movie, but it was like, it was about a Tsar named Ivan, like Ivan the Mad. I don't know what's the title of that movie, but it reminded me of that, and I just gave him this aesthetic, and I really like how these drawings came out. Although also, yeah, like this is the first one, and I went like this, and I really like, you know, this portrait. I kind of like the hair and everything, and so I try to do the same thing, of course, but with a different character. He looks like a grandma here, but anyway. There's also a bug. Like, he's a very different type of character. Like, this guy is more like a rogue or something. Now this guy, he's either like a warlock or a wizard. Yeah, and I came up with a couple backstory elements for them as well. Yeah, I guess one day when we start a new campaign, I will play one of these characters. Also, oh, I remember these. So Hart and Lorcan finally kissed in one of the sessions, and so you will see later on I drew them kissing like a lot. Also, this guy is like another tiefling character I came up with. He's like this cleric, and he has a unicorn horn. This is another D&D character drawing, because I guess that is what I am obsessed with currently. So she is one of my existing characters from one of the campaigns, but that campaign, I don't know, it's a bit of a mess. Like, it's one thing that my character's backstory like never really came up, but also I just lost it with the story. I don't know why we are doing this, or what things, or to save the world, obviously, but like I just got lost in it, and I wanted to make a new character, but then I hope you can't hear all this noise. But then later on I talked to our DM, and I actually kind of like this character, but I wanted to like redesign her outfit a little, and like maybe change a couple of things in her backstory and stuff to like make her a bit more interesting. I made her like 2 years ago or 3, I don't know, and now I learned a lot more about making characters in general. Also more heart and her sister and Lorcan. This was like the reference for this was like a vintage painting, I think. Whatever. Yeah, this is like part 2. You will see part 1 in a second. It's like after they kissed. It's canon. This actually happened. And although I don't think you can read this, but whatever. Yeah, and these are some cats and birds, like some studies from Pinterest. Yeah, this is how they kissed. So cute. This is more like my fantasy of how they should kiss. I told you I drew them a lot. Yeah, this is the meme spread in the sketchbook. Also some stuff. I hope they are up by now. Like a couple of designs for a modular character sheet I want to put together, and most of it is ready. Some more of my draw part character and more modular sheet stuff. And this is a page featuring some characters from the Bone season by Samantha Shannon, because that book is like I have a friend and that's her favorite book, and she asked me if I could read it, although she bought a copy for me, which is really nice, and she asked me if I could draw some fan art, so I drew some fan art. It's maybe not my favorite book, but it's kind of interesting, and Arcturus is my favorite character in it, so yeah, I think this one is Ilvara from the Out of the Abyss campaign, and I think this is the first time when I tried drawing with colored pencil, and so this is the first thing I drew, and then I turned back to where Rakan and the other tiefling character was, because I kinda started a couple of drawings in the back and just filled it in moving forwards, and then I started drawing in the front of this sketchbook and just progressed from there. So yeah, it's a little chaotic, whatever. And on this page I wasn't really feeling it either, but here's another meme. And the funny thing that I wasn't near the computer, so I just drew it like this, and I wrote the text on these like little papers and just put it there and took a picture. Whatever, it was fun. Now this guy here is Lucien from the Critical Role campaign 2. Although I drew these back when I haven't even watched the Lucien episodes. Now I'm almost at the end. I watched like so much Critical Role in these past couple of weeks. Some hand studies here, not the best. So I don't know if I should show you these, but I guess eventually. Oh, 1 sec. So eventually you will be able to read this comic on Tapas. If you maybe by the time this video goes up, you can already read some of this comic on Tapas. So I will just leave a link in the description. But these are the drawings I did for my Empty comic. Its title is Empty. It's a Critical Role fan comic. It's about Yasha and Molly meeting, although I think in the original story it's Molly helping Yasha and not the other way around, but I drew them the other way around because at that time I didn't see those episodes when they are talking about it. So anyway, it's a really cute comic. Read it if you can. Also, you can buy it as a PDF on my Gumroad store if you are interested in, or if you would like to support my work. But yeah, moving on. This is, I don't know if it's a meme, but I saw this like 2-panel comic of Caleb buttoning up Molly's t-shirt, or like shirt, so he wouldn't catch a cold, and I drew Hart and Lorcan doing the same thing, and Hart and her name is Tohi. She's an Arsimar sorcerer from our game, because you know Hart has this like huge cleavage. Anyway, I thought it was funny, and I will not turn the picture. It's just Hart having to stand on a stool to give a hug to Tohi, because she's very tall and Hart is very small or short, because that's the original when Hart tried to comfort her, my unicorn tiefling, and that is another page. Although in Photoshop I think I cleaned up a bunch of the things, and also I added text and speech bubbles and whatnot. Yeah, still the comic. It's Hart and his patron. What is this? Oh, some sort of thing. And yeah, so I had some reference for it. The thing is that, as you might see, that the ink on these pages, it don't seep through, but it's very visible on this other page. I think in the camera it's even more visible. So I didn't want to draw anything special on these pages, although this came out pretty nice. Some more pages, some more random sketches. Yeah, I wasn't really happy about these. More stuff. It's Drist and Gwenwyver, or however you pronounce that. It's Hart, which is familiar. I kind of wanted to do a draw this in your style thing from this, but I don't think I ever cleaned up the scan. Well, anyway. Yeah, some more comic, and this is well, my character, my drawbard still, and like his family. A couple of portraits, I guess. Comic, my the same cyberpunk character. He's a real punk. Also, he smokes, although I think he's younger than me, because he's like 21 or something. More comic. I hope you can't hear the plane in the background, whatever. This is Urianger, I think that is how you pronounce his name, from Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I was kinda into that game, but I don't know, I haven't played it. I just thought it was like kind of aesthetic. Some more comic and sketches of Hart and some... Oh, I remembered, the original reference had like a dead mouse in the owl's beak, but I drew a cookie instead, because I like mice. This is one of my favorite pages from the comic. Hart's patron, the archfey. Oh, I remember I changed so much on this picture after scanning it, like their heads are a bit too big, and I just you know, corrected a couple of things in there. Now here, just a couple of sketches of Hart. I think some, like this one was referenced by an artist on Instagram called goldentar.art. art. He has like really cool, or I don't know if it's a he, but they have like really cool like sketches and stuff. Oh, some more comic. Yeah, I really like, you know, Yasha being strong as she is. Some more unicorn tiefling drawings. Oh wait, it's not really centered. Here, much better. The funny thing is that originally I wanted to name him Auril, and then I later realized that I don't know if he's a Frost Maiden or someone's name in the D&D universe, so maybe I will not call him that. So more comic. He's an original character by me. He's this elf who has this weird cursed arm. I wanted to write a story about him, but the thing about me and writing is that I never really finish my stories, which is bad, but maybe one day. Comic still, some reference stuff, and this up here, it was reference, the reference for it was a, I think, Tristan and Isolde painting, but I drew Lorcan and Hart, of course. Who else? Yeah, some more comic stuff and a sketch from so a sketch of Royce from the Rydia Chronicles by, oh my god, what's the guy's name? Michael J. Sullivan. Nailed it. And some Ezra Haddon sketches from the same books by Michael J. Sullivan. And this Skidoodle thing is my favorite meme in the universe. He's like a archmage kind of guy, and some more stuff I glued here. Yeah, one time I ordered from Killstar and I still had the these like stuff that came with my order. And yeah, these were just like random stuff I printed out. Although this drawing is by Gypsy Ray from DeviantArt. I talked to her a lot. We were, yeah, you could call us like online friends. She's great, although she's not really active nowadays, which I'm kind of sad about. But yeah, this was my sketchbook. I hope you liked it. I filled it pretty quickly from like 20 October the 1st to like I finished it today, or I don't know when this video goes up, but today is 11th of June, which to me is pretty fast considering that this is like a kind of thick sketchbook. I don't know if I counted the pages, but yeah, I really liked working in the sketchbook. Just, you know, random stuff, gluing stuff in, new or sort of new, what's that? Art supplies, and I just felt like really free drawing in this sketchbook. Like I drew like all sorts of stuff in it, and most of it came out pretty nice. Like look at these spreads, these are really cool. So even though right now I chose to draw in smaller sketchbooks, I really want to go back to draw in something big like this. But yeah, this was the sketchbook, y'all. If you want to see more sketchbooks like this, just throw me a comment. I have a couple more to show you, which I filled during the years but never really recorded me going through it. Yeah, and I hope you liked this video. Check out my Gumroad store and whatever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.